Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 55 of Gottne Till I Die, the save where we're taking the tiny club of Gottne Football Club all the way to the top of Swedish football. We've been here in the top division for a little while, and we got some big news. We had some big news previously that we're getting a new stadium. We now know some details about it. So we actually have a date of movement. It's going to be in this place, it's going to be Ornskvik, which is about 25 kilometers away, and we'll be moving to this stadium at the end of the year. So that's pretty good. The problem is we are going to have to pay for this stadium. We're going to have to pay the loan back for this stadium, which is going to be a bit of an issue. And our finances are shot. And what that has meant this season is that we've had a real struggle in the transfer window, which has, I feel we may have gone a little bit backwards this time round in terms of the squad. It just doesn't feel that great. I think this is a season of survival, and then we're going to hope to try and improve beyond that. So let's just have a look. Players who've left. Again, we've been looking to move some of the older guard on to make way for some better players. Whether we've done that or not, well, I'll leave that up to you guys. Right, so Lawson, he left. The sort of versatile player Hagen has gone. Our centre back Jan, finally after years of service, has left. He's sort of mid-30s now, so you know it's not a terrible thing. I think it's the right time. Bernardsson has gone. Nilsson, who didn't really play many games for us, the goalkeeper, has gone, and Oijanen has left. And he's the only one of the lot who's been picked up, and he's back in his native Finland. So looking at players ins and outs, one player who has gone out, it's this lad Memic, who is one of our youngsters. He has gone to IFK Tord. He's not a very good player, but you know, why not? So what have we done? Well, we've had to work with free transfers, we've had to work with loans. We've not been able to strengthen in all the places that we wanted to strengthen, so that's disappointing. So let's have a look. Anton Nilsson is a right back, and he improves what we have at right back. Previously our backup was Kirkby, now it is Nilsson, so that is really, really good. He's more of a fullback than a wing back, which is a problem, but although he claims that he's a wing back, because he's not that good going forward, but he's reasonably okay at marking and tackling, but he's fast. So there's some issues actually defensively with him, but he's Swedish, and I think he will be a reasonable backup if he's happy to do that. A little bit of cover sort of in various places really, potentially on the right side, potentially in the middle. We've got this guy Thomas Muller, obviously from the name alone. He's a Danish player, 4-star, moving up to 5-star potential. He's got good free kick taking, which is nice to have, but he can pass, and this is particularly important to what we're doing. Good vision, good decision making, good flair and composure, which are a lot of things which are important to a decent midfielder. The worry is that if we are going to play him on the right side, he can't dribble and he can't cross. So that's swings and roundabouts really. So he's okay. You'll recognise this if you've been watching my Journeyman save. You will notice that we've signed Helmer Andersson, who from Örebro. Well, he was free transfer. He was a very solid player for me for a long time. He's 28 in the game currently, and we're quite a long time beyond where we were previously. So that's, it shows how far we've come. Jumping reach of 17, and decent technicals for a centre back. Very happy with picking him up. Pace is a little bit of a disappointment, and I have pissed him off already. It was interesting. So I bought in Nilsson, I bought in Anderson. Both of them wanted me to strengthen the squad, and Nielsen thought I'd strengthened the squad. He was happy with that. Anderson was really annoyed. He felt he hadn't strengthened the squad and he now wants to leave. So, yeah, great. Joseph Bodin, he is someone we are looking to develop, another central midfielder. He's got a lot of good things going for him. I think there's places we can work on, certainly in terms of passing. If we want him to be a playmaker, he needs to be able to pass the ball better than that, and that's what we're currently working on. So he is sitting in the reserves and he will be there if we need them, but hopefully we can develop him, just a 19-year-old Swede. And then these two guys, this guy is actually just sitting in the reserves and he is just a backup, really. I mean, it's looking like I might need him. He's got good technicals where we need them, but not elsewhere really. And some other things are a little bit lacking. So he's backup. And the other place we desperately needed backup was on the left side of the pitch. And this guy doesn't look too terrible really. He's good crossing, good dribbling. Passing could be better, but he's fast. So it will be interesting to see how he does. All in all, we've currently got poor dynamics, basically because Anderson's annoyed. So that's frustrating. Finances, it's just awful. We're £1 million in debt. We're right up to the edge of the wage budget, so we can't bring in anyone else. So it's hard. It's really hard, and we've apparently spent £6.2 million there. I don't know how we've managed that, but that's where we are. So I think what we have to do is hope for something to happen. But we are getting this new stadium. I mean, if we really can't afford it, I don't quite know what we do. But we need to stay in this division, and I'm genuinely worried. This season is absolutely critical to remain in that top half because the club vision is top half. They're disappointed with my under-20, my young player signing. I just haven't been able to sign anyone. We didn't reach the quarterfinals of the Swedish Cup. We had a really hard group. We'll show you that in a second. And we need to finish mid-table. It's going to be hard, I think, this season. I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried that this might be our last season. As you can see, our new stadium is almost, it's three quarters. I know how maths works. A third of the way through, and we're running on a B- at the minute. I guess the cup isn't a huge issue, but yeah, that was disappointing, and it has put me in a little bit of a worry. So the group is not easy. We had 3 sides from the top division, and it started out with an away game against Göteborg. It started brilliantly. We got a goal. Camp with a great shot. Didn't look like it could have gone in, but it did. And actually the first half was really even. I mean, they probably had slightly the better of it, but it was a very, very even first half. And then the second half, they just ran through us, as you can see, and won 5-1. This guy Undrenjeka was brilliant, and the worry was they were just getting through our defence, playing killer ball after killer ball, and our defence looked so ponderous. It just didn't seem to have any cohesion there at all. No one knew where each other was. It was just a mess, an absolute mess. So then we played Helsingborg at home. I was hoping to get a win there, full stadium, complete the capacity, and we didn't. We drew 0-0, and didn't look great. It was a fairly even. I think we had the better of the first half again, and they came back into it, but no goals. Against Hammarby, they looked the better side. And that was another worry. They took an early lead. Simpson, great goal, and then they went 2-1 up, and they looked good for it. And the only spark of hope that I've got out of any of this is this lad. You might remember him. Karim Kohli. He's got good potential. He's a Senegalese player. We signed him on a free. He was from our old friends Generation Foot, who I'd be nice to get an affiliation with them because we keep going back to them for players. So yeah, I mean he scored a wonderful free kick. As you can see, free kick taking of 15, and now we've brought in Moller, He's also got a free kick taking of 13, so we may be able to make more of that, and that is one of the things we need to do. So I need to spend some time thinking about the free kicks and maybe trying to improve what we've got in terms of free kicks. I've often found we are very vulnerable to the counter attack on free kicks, but he is a real quality player to have on the pitch. And the one place I thought we could maybe do with putting him is on this left side, where he looks, you know, he's not going to do much in the way of crossing and stuff, and we maybe play him as an inside forward or something, or an inside winger. But you know, he's not utterly useless. He will kind of sit there and maybe we'll just, defensive winger. Maybe that's what we do with him. He can tackle, so we and then we just get him on those free kicks. Maybe that's what we do away against the big teams. But anyway, we're going to be playing Jönköping Södra today. We've got a fairly even record against them, a very even record. Both won 3 and drawn 2. We're expected to win this, interestingly, and then what we absolutely need to do is just make sure we get that top half position. I don't want a poor start to the season. The team we're going to be going with is this. I can't bring myself to do it. I was going to put Svenström on, but he's never done anything for us. So we're playing with Paul and Krebs up top, Alsanati on the right, Samare just ahead of Tinnerholm with Camp on the left. I mean, there's no difference from what we had previously. And across the back, we've got Tapsoba on the left, Ali on the right. We tried to get rid of him, get a bit of money in the club, but we couldn't agree the deal. A few £100,000 deal. Ahmed Hozic and Anderson across the back because Degeland is out injured. I forgot to say Knudsen is on the bench, but he does want to leave. He's getting homesick. He's 33 and his physicals are dropping quite badly. As you can see, his coach summary is dropped back as well. So mentally he's very, very good, but I think his days at this club are numbered, unfortunately. What a legend he's been. And we've got a decent set of players who aren't in the team, so I feel we've got more capacity of dealing with injury, but I don't think the quality's quite as good, and I think we're a bit disjointed. Let's see how we do against Jönköping Södra. We're trying Samare in there because Simpson's not been, apart from the goal that he did score, he's not been all that good. And we do have Coley on the bench, who I'm excited about trying to develop and trying to sort of get in the side somehow with that free kick taking. And I think between this episode and the next, I'm going to have another think about those free kicks. Yeah, we need to improve our morale. That's shot. Club dynamics are shot. It's not a good time at the minute. It's sort of fell off a little bit at the end of last season. It's continuing to be a little bit disappointing this season, and I don't know whether, and let me know in the comments what you think, but I don't know whether I need to think again about the tactic, trying to maybe change it a little bit. I know what I do need to have is I need to have Tinnerholm in we need to have that sort of defensive midfield position sorted. Sorry, it looks a bit jumpy from my point of view. I don't know why that is. Ball in. Oh, just over the top. We'll chuck a get creative in there. I mean, we look like we've got the possession and we've got the shots. We're not seeing anything. Let's just be a bit more positive, and we're just going to change the team instructions to play down both sides. And we're going to suggest that they run at the defence, and we'll see if we can scare them into giving us a chance. We've not seen any highlights from the lads, but Anderson, it's always a worry when you've got someone so annoyed on the pitch, and his partner there is complacent, so that I just don't see them working very well together, and that's a really important pair to have. But it is what it is. We've got Knudsen, who we could potentially bring in, but we do have Degerlund once his suspension is up, who will be coming back. And I guess we'll be partnering him with Ahmed Hazovic. So we haven't really, there's no one who we brought in who I think is going to make a difference in this team in terms of, changing the first team squad, which is not great. We've got a better bench maybe, but the first team squad is not altered from last season. We're just all a little bit older. And right then, well, interesting. Coley is going to come on this side. We're going to play him as a defensive winger, and we'll take that off on the right. I don't know how the play for set pieces button actually works. What do the players do to play for set pieces, which overrides everything else? I mean, you'd think that would mean they would be, I don't know, kicking the ball out and stuff, and maybe playing more long balls. I don't know, let me in the comments, what actually do the players do when you click the play for set pieces button? What actually happens? Right then, well, it's been a dull game, and I apologise for that. We're going to make a couple of changes. We'll bring Simpson on, and we'll bring Nielsen on at right back. We've not seen a highlight for us, but I suppose we've not only seen one highlight for them. We'll go attacking right at the end. I mean, a draw away from home is not a terrible result, and there's a chance right at the end here. Can we pick something up? Nordin. Oh, it's nicely done. Simpson, can he be the man? It's a beautiful ball through. Paul, goalkeeper's nowhere. It's in, it's Krebs. Oh my God, what a... Oh, wow. I mean, that's terrible goalkeeping. We'll watch it again. Paul, the goalkeeper, just stands there. It looks like he's, I don't know, trying to Arnie pose, and Krebs just gets his head to it. Well played, guys. I did want to change it. I don't want to go attacking. We're going to go back to balanced. We've not seen anything from them. And if they score right at the end here, I'm going to be gutted. That's a nice ball, and he's beaten our right back there. Ball in. Oh my God. Oh wow, what happened there? It didn't go in the back of the net, but it looked like it bounced off an invisible brick wall in front of the goal. Here goes Coley. He doesn't look much like a defensive winger there. He finds Alcinati. It's in. Wow, what the heck was that? The most boring game you've ever likely to see, and we end up winning it 2-0. All the interest was in the last few seconds of this game. Coley, well, who saw that one coming? Completely foxed everyone, and Alcinati, a curling beauty, into the top corner. And that is exactly what we wanted. Well done, boys. That's going to do wonders for their confidence, and we're going into a game against Helsingborg, and we've shown we can win, and we're up in third place, and suddenly I don't feel so worried. But let's see. Camp is injured. He's only out for a brief period. He's an important player for us, but Alcinati getting a goal. He doesn't score many, does he? But yeah, whoa. He's been a decent player for us, I have to say. Oh, wow. Well, what a way to finish that. Well, thank you very much, guys, for your continued support on the channel. We'll probably come back with the team with the long names back. We'll probably come back for the team with the long name and see how we've started the season, and then we'll kind of move on a bit. We've got a nice easy-ish run there, and then it gets a bit more complex, so we need to make the most of these games, and then we'll go into the difficult run, the difficult May period, and see what we can do. Thank you very much. As always, if you enjoyed this, hit the like button. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.